Hi, it's Laura here at the Charleston Holistic Center, and today we're going to talk heart. Yep, heart. And why am I talking heart? Because it's so freaking important. Because it really is. It's the center of everything, right? Hmm. Three chakras above, three chakras below of the main seven. Yeah, you got one above your head and one below your feet, whatever. And the minor ones, whatever. Okay, seven main chakras. Heart is four. It's in the center. Why is that important? Because it's where everything actually comes from. You can think your intent, but if your heart isn't synced with you get a big fat zero. Right. Because the heart center is 1,000 times more energetic than your brain. It's true. Your heart thinks. Wait, let me repeat that. Your heart learns and your heart thinks. Yeah, there's actually neural tissue in there that learns and thinks. That kind of changes how we think about stuff. We've all been taught that, oh, it's the brain that controls everything. The brain controls everything. Ooh, the heart thinks. And there's a nerve that connects the heart to the brain. It's called the vagus nerve. It also goes down through the other energy centers also. It makes a big stop at the brain and the heart. Now, when I took biology and learned stuff about that, this is way back. I won't say how far back. The whole thing was, oh, the brain sends signals down the vagus nerve to the heart. That's what happens. Brain sends signals down the vagus nerve to the heart, and that controls everything. Well, then they actually did some research on it. Yeah, actually did research and found that 80% of signals on the vagus nerve go from the heart to the brain. They go up. They start here and go up, not the other way around. Now recall I said that there's center in your heart that learns. So decisions are being made here that get sent to the brain that then cause the brain to do things. This is why we have to open our heart, because the heart is the center of everything we've got going on. The heart is the thing that attracts, draws things to us from the universe. When we have our heart really closed off, we're creating by default and not attracting great things. So we have to open the heart. Breathing, the HeartMath Institute 5-second in, 5-second out breathing while focusing on your heart center is literally the best way to open your heart. You breathe in for 5 seconds straight, you breathe out for 5 seconds straight, you repeat, focused on imagining your heart opening. Like a flower, like an iris, like a whatever it is that you can imagine that works for you. It's about opening that. Opening that doesn't leave you a doormat. That's other problems. It's not your heart. Okay. That's other problems. It's not your heart. Okay. So if more of us opened that, we'd feel more connected. We'd be creating more by thought as opposed to creating by default, by intention. We'd match our heart and our brain, and we'd get intentional, emotional attraction, resonance. This is important. Really want to shift what's going on? You gotta open the heart. By the way, that vagus nerve connects to all kinds of other systems in your body, all the main ones. And when you get your heart into what's called coherence, which that breathing technique does, it sends signals to the rest of your systems, your organ systems, and helps them get into coherence. The signal it's sending up the vagus nerve is coherence, which takes you out of fight, flight, survive into what's called a parasympathetic state, where suddenly your prefrontal cortex flicks on and you can think and you can reason. And then you can use your reason and your feelings from your heart combined into one lovely thing together. It makes something so much better than when we're in just survival mode, when our emotions are not being regulated, when our internal body systems are on constant fight flight. We got to get rid of that. It's killing us. When we open our heart, we take ourselves out of survival, out of fight flight, out of sympathetic nervous system into parasympathetic nervous system, which is the one where we rebuild and repair. Think about it. You want to keep breaking everything down, or do you want to rebuild and repair? What's going on in your head? What's going on in your body? What's going on in your life? I know I am doing more and more of that breathing to make sure that my heart center is opening, because it's become so apparent that this is the thing we need to do for our internal chemistry, for our internal physiology, biology, whatever you want to call it, for our external energy into the world. Think about it. Find 3 minutes and breathe. Get a metronome app. Do it. Imagine your heart opening. Get that signal, coherent signal, being sent to your brain so your prefrontal cortex comes back online so that your adrenals stop going and sending all that into our body continuously, taking down our immune system, making us older before we need to be. It's important. That's why this video is going so long. Hopefully, have you watched most of it? If not, Oh, well. Breathe. 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out. Repeat, no pause. The pause does not create coherence, it does the opposite. Our special forces use that pause breath on purpose. It's a whole different thing than what we're doing. Special forces use the box breathing for very specific reason. You're not doing that. We're trying to do something else. We're not about to take a sniper shot. We're not about to bust indoors and rescue hostages. We're trying to rescue ourselves, which is a whole different thing. So, just saying. Thank you and namaste.